Alright. It has been a while since the last stream, so it is time to hop back on the ball. And tonight we are going to be revisiting another one of my absolute favorites, Streets of Rage 3. And I suck, so we're going to kick those lives up to 5. We'll just do normal tonight. Oh boy. I better turn down the volume on my phone. There we go. Slightly less annoying. Well, with echo and all. This one always was a close personal favorite. Me and one of my really good friends back in the day, we would play this all the time. We would rent this thing constantly. Just so much fun to play, especially with somebody else. Unfortunately, we've only got myself playing it tonight, but it's alright. Who to choose, who to choose? Well, really for me, there's only one great choice, and that's Blaze. She's just kind of, I don't know, well-rounded. She's not overly powered, not underpowered. Fair amount of technique. And she's fun to look at. And you can get straight into the butt kicking. Uh-oh. As far as like just a good old side scroller beat 'em up, you just about can't go wrong with Streets of Rage 3. Again, just like Mega Man, I feel like a lot of people like really gravitate towards like number 2 being the best in the franchise, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. I like number 3. I think some of it, especially for this franchise, has to do with like I like kind of the polish that it wound up getting versus you look at the other one and you can just kind of tell by the sprites like it was maybe done a little sooner. Hands off, boys. Baseball bat to the face. Whack. No. Uh-oh. Not very much knife energy left. Knock him back down. And stage 1 completed. Here, well, part 1 completed anyways. I always make the mistake of trying to hurl those really big guys backwards, and that does not work, because they will just knock you back down. Yep, just like that. Why do I get to the point where I can't pick up knives? An apple a day, they say. Good for keeping away and so on and so forth. Just waltz over here. Knock them all down. Ugh. That, and they've only got like so many name slots for some of these guys, so you'll see Ice come back a lot. Ice and Scarab and Ice. I think I just beat up like 3 people named Ice. Oh, and Carlos. Hey, come on, Carlos. Donovan, Garcia. It's like the creators just went straight to the hood and picked the most generic. Nope, we don't want to knock those over yet. They've got turkey. And boy, I do love me the realism. Because, you know, oftentimes when people are fighting on the street, they can just knock down a stack of inflatable tire, or, you know, like, oh, what do they call those? Life preservers, and find whole turkeys underneath to replenish their strength. That's how I fought in the hood. I don't know. Need turkey. Oh, time for turkey is gone. Dun, 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 dun. Nope, don't want to get hit by the ladies with the electric whip things. Little taser whip jobbies. No dice. Ain't having it. Yeah, he's always good for a cheap shot in there. But provided you can keep knocking him on his butt and keep doing that, you're pretty golden. He jumps up, knock him down, jumps up again, lather, rinse, repeat. Makes me happy she's got a fairly powerful kick. Wah, 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 wah. That's another one. Like, I just need to go through a ton of old games and just start making ringtones for all of them, because I would love to have that one in there too. Just whoop! Stage 2. Random street grenades. Again with the realism. Yep, here's Scarab again. Okay. Well, it would seem as though I lost power to my headphones that were, obviously supplying sound from mic, as well as game sound. Fun stuff like that. But we're back in business, got them all plugged into power. Really need to heed the warning of those beeps, I guess. Need to focus a little more. I'm playing like garbage. They just keep beating me up. That's alright. Plenty more street fruit where that came from. Now this one's important, because Because if I choose not to beat up that kangaroo that's trying to kill me, and just focus on the little gesture ringmaster clown person back there, I will eventually be able to select Rue as a playable character. But this is the painstaking process by which I have to attain him. So, try not to kill Rue while beating up Bruce is his name. Let's see how we do. So far, so good. Only down 1 life. That's manageable. Two lives down. Ugh, dang. Shoot. There we go. Got him. Much better, much better. The Disco Chicks. Another one for the sound effect list. That wonderful scream. Taking down another scarab. And another ice. It's like a running joke. Nope. Money! Oh boy, at this rate, I'm gonna have to use a continue before I defeat the boss at the end of this stage. I usually try and use that as a mark of how well I'm doing. You made me drop my knife. Say Bruno or Bono. Doesn't matter. Machete. Yeah, it's turkey time. Yay, turkey time! And this is probably where I'm gonna get schooled. Although I'm off to a tremendous start. Tremendously bad start. Ooh. Not good. Not good. Ooh. That's harsh. I think I'll just stick with her. Got her. Woo! And this stage is just fun because you can play with these nice little barrels. Yeah. Use them to kill your enemies and so on. Ugh! I said enemies. Oh my. And another life down. And this was on normal. There we go. Get near that pit and just let them fall into there. There's a turkey down there, but there's... Ugh, little point. Yeah, no, go touch the grenade. Ugh. Yeah, we're just coming to the end. Lots of pits here to play with. Oof. Can't have that. That's better. Come on. There you go. Freshen up. There we go. In the pits. Huh. That's just the pits. Glad no one's here for that lame joke. This is part of why I wanted to do Blaze again instead of switching to Rue. Rue just doesn't seem like he fares as good against this thing. Or certainly doesn't do it as quickly. Kicking people down the pit again. I hate those guys so much. Dang. Ugh. Oh, jeez. Dude with the knife. I think this might be one of the better times I've ever tried to go up this thing. Although this is the part where they really start to come kick your butt. More knives. Those weird tiger guys. More knives. What up? There. I am not losing another life. To you. I'll lose more lives later. What would be a good beat 'em up without some environmental concerns? It's like the only benefit to this guy. He'll just sit here and hold me while I kick his friend's butt. That's unfortunate. Still getting beat up. Back off, Jack. More Carlos and Scarab and Ice, man. Oh. Yeah, no, stay up there. Let's roll out of the way this time. Cool beans. Good. Ooh. Almost didn't miss that one. Hey, how's it going? Just playing a little Streets of Rage 3 tonight. Not doing particularly well, though. How is your night going? Some Madden in the background. Oh, it's National Pizza Day, huh? Well, it looks like I celebrated it wrong then. I had Chinese today. And far, far too much Chinese. Which normally I would probably feel like is just a fine thing, but tonight, I don't know. Just feel entirely too bloated. National Pizza Day. I swear, for something as awesome as pizza, it should have like 5 days. Really wishing I had another turkey now. Every day is pizza day. Agreed. Any day is good for pizza. I really could have gone for some today too, because we wound up just getting dumped on with like, I don't know, 10 inches of snow. Like, woke up and it was nothing but like a ton of driveway to clear. Like, the snow plow hadn't even come by and done our... Well, I take that back. They had come by and done our street, but on the opposite street from where my house is. So I wound up having to take my wife to work because there was no way that with that much snow she was going to actually get out of the driveway and make it down the street. So, but it never fails. It always seems like in those conditions, even though it is probably like the meanest thing to do, like my urge to just order in pizza and have it delivered to me skyrockets. I never want pizza so much or so badly as when it snows really bad. It seems so mean, and I'm always so sorry about it. And tip well. But yeah, that's like the time that I always want it the most. We're gonna go as Rue, even though I'll probably get my butt kicked. It's snowing where? Iowa. Or at least it was last night. Accidentally closed the window. Yeah, I do that all the time in Twitch. East Coast is just cold. Yeah, I would enjoy just some cold. Although, I was a little happy because last year we have a snowblower here at the house. But last year there's kind of that point on the start where it kind of has a couple of like notches on the dial for like low throttle or kind of medium throttle, high throttle, and then there's like the one that you only keep it at when you're just starting the machine. And last year, for whatever reason, like normally you would start the machine and then put it to like high throttle, and then you could kind of fine tune the throttle to where it needed to be to keep it going. And the only way you could keep it running was if you left it on the point at which you were only supposed to leave it at for starting it. If you turned it down at all to normal running speed, it would just sputter and die, which was just incredibly inconvenient, and I have to imagine was just really hard on the machine in general last year. But it was the only way to keep it working, so I had pretty much figured like it had already needed some work done on it prior to, like it was probably reaching the end of its life, whatever. I had just figured on not using it this year, but after we got like this ton of snow, I'm like, well, I'll give it a shot. Put some gas in it today, went and fired it up, and of course it hadn't been started all summer and all winter yet, so it was a little hard to start, but once it did get started, it was like that previous problem wasn't even there. It's like my snowblower only needed a year off, and now it's working just fine. I have no idea. Probably left of our snow. Yeah, probably. Yeah, a little hibernation. Exactly. Mhm. I gotta admit, Rue is faring a whole lot better than I figured he would. Coming for a project. Can't shake the idea, you just want to work on it. Yeah, kind of. I mean, I sort of get like involved in projects that way, although it feels like every time I do, like I get the idea, I get it started, but then it's a matter of like, do I continue to follow through with it as I probably should? That's always the hardest part for me. I can start projects all day, and I will just obsess over them and focus, and then at some point they kind of fizzle out. Oh, thank you. I really wanted to kill him before he took another life of mine. And that whole project thing, that's a little... I don't want Twitch to be that for me. And there's days where I feel like if I don't stick to it, it could easily become that. Which sucks, because I love coming here and playing games and chatting with fine people like yourself. But at the same time, like, this whole week, I really thought, like, you know, I should get out and actually, like, be on Twitch for a while and play some games and just overall enjoy myself. And I have been so tired every night this week that I've barely even been on to watch, let alone do any, like, gaming myself. That's why tonight, like, I'm like, I don't care. I'm in a fairly decent mood, a little bloated for too much Chinese, but otherwise, yeah. So, here I am playing an old favorite. And getting schooled in the process. Do you have a project that you're getting particularly focused on then? This new idea for a new stream channel. Work on them all, but don't have enough time, and there's only me. Yeah. I feel you. Do you watch Twist Plus Friends? Plus, as in spelled out. It's another channel, but he's a really decent streamer to watch. But the only reason I bring it up is kind of some of the things that he talks about on there about improving your own stream and stuff like that. And like one of his deals is like, you know, try and figure out what you want and like just shoot for it. Like as soon as you can make it happen. Because like once you get going, you'll be surprised with like how easy it is to get into it, and you'll just want to keep going with it. Like mostly just taking that first step is almost like the most important part. Just get out there, just be doing it instead of just kind of sitting on it. That and another good guy to follow too if you're not, Blackpire TV. And like I really like one of the things that he tries to tell people, and that's like try and focus on like small goals. Like try and set like one thing that you want to improve for your stream or for your channel like per week, and just do what you can all week to just get that one thing improved. Whether it be like adding a new scene in like OBS or whatever you're using, or maybe trying out a new game to see how you're gonna like it for a stream. Just whatever it is, just small goals, and to slowly improve your stream little by little every week. But what's your idea for your stream, if you don't mind my asking? Like, I can see not wanting to share that if you think somebody was going to necessarily steal the idea, but I don't see myself doing such a thing. I barely have the time to do the one that I'm doing. Or the energy, I guess. Like, I've got the time at night if I stay awake, but it's the staying awake part. Kind of big, need to hire an artist, but it's something in... Because I can't do it right now. Yeah. There's days where, like, I feel overwhelmed by Twitch and wanting to get some things implemented. And yeah, I really wish that, like, I was more talented artistically, just to make it that much more polished, because it does seem like it's a draw. I mean, right now I'm pretty much just dealing with a pretty basic, like, intro and outro screen, but I mean, it gets me by. And if I have to have the simple intro and outro screen while I'm playing, that's fine, because at least my main focus is getting here, getting onto playing. It's not as though this particular setup would be demanding of something better than just that. I could see other projects being, you know, more demanding of that, especially if it was something like some of the talk show styles and things like that. Not going to say that because I think it's really solid. Business themed. Keep that channel. For the tycoon type games? Oh, that's cool. My personal gaming channel. The old Sega Genesis Batman. Yeah, actually, a buddy of mine, friend Dan, if you'd seen any of those streams that I did with him, he actually had me try Batman again for the first time in a very, very long time the other day. And oh my god, I forgot how like difficult that was just to like navigate and do. It wasn't pretty. Although I did way better in that than in Jurassic Park for the Genesis. Oh, that was brutal. Lots of dying. So, did you ever play any Streets or Rage games then? Turkey. Oh, that's not fair. Just trying to make it through without losing one more life. Try to get rid of that knife before more Carloses show up, man. I think I need to get some more water too. My mouth is drying out. I apologize for kind of being a little bit more silent and concentrating. Not talking. I think that's kind of the other part of getting used to a stream while playing video games that I'm not used to. Just the keeping up the banter on your own, like not having that other person there, like right in the room to fire back with. There we go. Just get a drink of water here. No, I did not, but I want to be a kangaroo. Yeah, I don't think you were here for the whole kangaroo acquisition. In this particular game, it's kind of a challenge because it's actually a boss fight in like the second stage, and there's two opponents. There's kind of like a ringmaster named Bruce, and then there's this guy named Rue. And if you kill Rue first, like you're just SOL. But if you manage to avoid being killed by Rue and kill Bruce first, then you actually get Rue as a playable character. A task that is a whole lot easier to do with two people. Because one can just kind of go over and hold down Rue while the other one beats up Bruce. Go tail whip. Mr. X. Welcome to my humble abode. I've been expecting you for some time. Cliché villain dialogue. Tell me, Axel, what kept you? Enough of your games. What's going on? I am replacing the current city administration with some more dependable subjects. Starting with the chief of police. What have you done with him? Relax. He is in a safe place, awaiting your rescue attempt. Why don't you come and join me? More henchmen. Winning the game with butt thrusts. Whoop. Dun, 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 dun. This ain't gonna last too much longer, though. Ew. Yep, I was afraid of that. Harsh. Well, could have done worse. Should I give it another attempt? Switch games? What do you think? Give it one more try. Alright. Let's see if we can do better this time. Only 'cause you asked. So what do you currently stream then? How am I streaming this? This is actually an emulator. But my typical policy on emulators has been I don't like to stream ones that I can't produce a physical copy of. So it's only really a matter of convenience. Ah, oh, come on. There we go. Oh, and I missed him entirely. Oof. One life down. Ugh. Just power on through. That's what we're gonna do. Just power on through. Hey, get back here. Get back here. Ooh, that's rough. There we go. Alright. Bear with me one moment. I need to kind of switch things up just a little bit. I'm kind of sitting in a rather uncomfortable location, so just got to move a couple of things. I just realized this whole time that I've had it on mute. Madden challenge started quicker than expected. Yeah. I never got into the Madden games. There's only really ever been one football game that I've ever, like, truly had a passion for playing, and that was NFL Blitz for the original PlayStation. And I think the only reason I like that one so much is because it wasn't really, like, normal football like you would expect, like, you know, with like simulated rules and stuff like that, because like all you were trying to do after a play was tackle everyone. And it had the little turbo speed thing that you could turn on, and oh, it was great. Are the exact same as Batman? I'm actually kind of curious as to, like, if it was the same studio that did them. Yeah, we're gonna die trying to get Rue. Yeah, I agree. I don't know, I may not have to use a continue or anything. Maybe. Shoot. Yes. See. A football tournament. Oh, I didn't even see that part. Unless they just ripped off the graphics. Entirely possible. I'm not about to say that everybody's like honor bound to do way better than that. A football tournament. That sounds like so much fun. Just getting everybody over and playing, and so like as far as the tournament goes, like you each play like your own team in a bracket then, I take it? Like nobody's working with each other cooperatively? I'm gonna get my butt kicked if I sounded. Crab Streets Erased 3 off the shelf. And Dad made up all the brackets and whatnot. We'll see what happens. That's cool. Yeah, we never did anything like that, like for a sports game or anything like that. That sounds like it'd be a good time, though. For the most part, the big extent of like my big group gaming was always Unreal Tournament 2004. Love that game. Well, best of luck to you in tomorrow's tournament, then. Are you going to stream any of it? Get him in on the action? And whack. string that most people only watch the Ultimate Team stuff. Beat them at their own sport. When I end up towards the top. You're giving your team to your dad? Cool. Is he pretty big into it then, I take it? Or, well, I would imagine y'all might be if you're gonna spend an afternoon doing a full tournament and everything. Another life down. This one's going bad. Come on. Dang it. Take him to the pits. Now, how is that happening over there? That hardly seems fair. Well, that works. I'm not gonna argue. I gotta go to sleep. Good night. Alright, well, I look forward to seeing you the next time then, man. Thanks for stopping by, for sure. It's always good to have somebody to talk to. And good luck with the tournament tomorrow. Let me know how that goes. You serious? Come on. Come here, you. Wow, wow. Ugh. No good. Me no likey. Fling him in the pit. Oops. Pit, I say. They're just taking me to school tonight. Get in there. Three for. Get over here. Lots of ladies going in the pit. Ow. Ow. Machete. No more machete. I think that is going to have to be it for me tonight. I'm just not there. I want to thank everybody for stopping by. It has been a fairly good night playing an old favorite, Streets of Rage 3. And a big thank you to Tagless Gamer for stopping by, conversing with us, making the night go faster. Because as I like to say here at the end of it all, gamers play what we play, not for game over, but rather for what we take away. I could definitely be doing this by myself, just sitting here playing games for my own enjoyment, but it is far more enjoyable to get out here, give you guys something to watch, and just making it an experience. So, I think at this point I will just try to find somebody to raid. Let's see who's actually on, because this is one thing that I always forget to do, and I don't mean to. I mean to raid every time, but it just never seems to actually happen. So, I've been trying to remember to get out there and actually do it. Oh boy. Need to mute my own channel. Okay, well. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna raid Zhong for days. I believe. Unless it's just me in here. Well, it says there's one other person. Doesn't matter. We're raiding anyways. So, let's see here. Close that. I think I forgot a much needed slash in there. Alright, well, it has been a blast. And I hope everybody has an extremely awesome night. Thank you for stopping by. And we will catch you the next time I'm on. Have a great night.